When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Purdue's offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy didn't.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And there
he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And the Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They just keep firing. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So SMU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Boilermakers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
A great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. The give to the tailback. Slithers into space. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Davidson. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Purdue! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Hard running there. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for a man. It's Byrne. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Slings it downfield. Got a man in the middle. He stopped short of the first down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short.
Good play call on defense. Third down, in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. The give to the back. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Running into the open space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence and a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
The play action fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Louisiana came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got the first down and still on his feet. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Dropping back, it's Baker. Going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here's the pressure. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Byrne. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Wants to keep it in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to... Some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going right to work up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on. It's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun. Give on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
To the air on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Byrne. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
The Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To the air, it's Baker. Rushes on him. That one comes out hot down the right side. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Running back searching for a hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. He stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Stewart. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Hauls it in. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Catches it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, better look out. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Bringing the heat. Across the 25. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the Boilermakers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
SMU 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They go to the ground. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Big pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the air, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Byrne. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on 3rd. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this. In this offense, guys, they have been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off, accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The boy Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, Davey.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
They'll go to the toss. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. San Diego State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of the 619. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Leaves it with the back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! That one pushes this lead out a little. We're here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the returner will be knocked down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
He'll pull it down. Across the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Finding open areas. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down work.
He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Makes the grab on the left. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Makes the grab. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This offense has had the ball forever. 14th play of the drive. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the dub.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases.